Hey guys, MooJK here with part 2 of my little tutorial series. This time I'm going to do something a little bit more interesting, which is basically battle mechanics. Now I know in the regular tutorial they do teach you some of the basics about how to use your abilities, how to use items and stuff like that, but I think it will be helpful to show it in action and also kind of give some additional advice and tips how to make your life easier, how to make things go faster, how to make things more effective. So I hope it's useful to you guys. So I'm in the middle of a dungeon here. This is the second island, kind of close to the end. I think this particular level happens to be really good for ranking up, but anyway, honestly, most of the time you're going to be strong enough to auto attack everything. When you auto, it's not the most efficient way to kill people because let's say there were 2 enemies, you might end up having the whole party beat the first enemy to a pulp. You know, basically you're wasting a couple of attacks and stuff like that, but everyone's just doing their normal attack. It's just very convenient. But when you're fighting a harder battle, let's pretend this is a hard battle, you would want to do everything more manually, obviously. So hopefully I can squeeze in enough concepts or whatever in this video. I actually recorded another one, and it had, you know, nice Coliseum fights and everything, and it turned out it didn't record properly, so I'm redoing this. But anyway, I'm going to use Fina's Cheer here. It boosts attack and defense for all allies. It's really effective. That's why it's 48 MP. You just click anybody and it applies to all anyway. Kuja, I'm going to try out Graviga. When this works, it's really devastating. I mean, everyone goes down to quarter health immediately. It's really OP, and other than bosses, actually, very few enemies resist this, other than maybe goblins and certain other enemies like that. So I'll get that queued up. X-Death, this is my little friend summon. I don't have X-Death myself. A lot of people consider him to be the strongest unit in the game, and he has basically a slew of Aga spells, which at this point is, for a long time actually, is very, very OP. And he has a lot of other nice abilities too. We'll have him use Faraga. Furion, since there's multiple enemies, his primary abilities are Blade Bash for single enemies, it can paralyze, or Blade Blitz, which damages everybody, and because there's more than one, I'll go ahead and use that. Sirius is a support, like the uber support. I mean, she can resist all these elements, she can lower defense, boost attack, all this stuff. Sometimes it is a little bit redundant with Fina's Cheer, but for now I will just boost the magic of X-Death. Not that he needs it, but Bart's, his best ability is probably Barrage. It's probably the best offensive ability in the game. I know Bart's and Cloud of Darkness have it, maybe a couple others do too, but so yeah, I'll use Barrage. Now, if I just push auto right now, every action that I've queued up, every special action, will automatically be used as you queued it up. So it's not going to revert to auto attacks or anything like that. It's going to use everything that you selected. However, I don't know the order that everything activates, so because I just want to make sure that everything's optimized, I usually will manually activate the buffs and debuffs first, so that, see how there's a symbol that appears over the limit text? Everybody has like cheer on and stuff like that before they do their action. So yeah, I think that's the best way to go. Kuja, let's give this Graviga a try, see if it'll proc. Yeah, so neither of these guys resisted it. They're all instantly down to a quarter health, so it's very handy for most regular enemies. Excuse me, I'm really thirsty. X-Death, I mean, we'll just auto from here. And when I auto like this, when I'm doing all this, like, you know, thinking and stuff, I'll push it once and I'll let it go, because I don't want the auto carrying over to the next round. See how Bart's did that Barrage? Pretty crazy. So now we are on this boss. Again, we're going to pretend that this is a tough boss, although I don't really need to do too much thinking. If I push repeat right now, everybody's going to do the same exact action that they did the previous round, which would be pretty useful. So let's see what happens. So Fina's going to do cheer, Sirius is going to do her thing. Again, I don't know what order everything went. I hope that all their attacks were boosted ahead of time. But that's what happens when you do repeat, and you're going to be using that a lot. Now let's say that you want to change like one or two of their actions. You don't want to do the exact same thing, but you don't want to do everybody all over again. So let's say with Sirius, let me just show you real quick. If you swipe left, obviously the tutorial shows you this. You can choose your items, just choose whatever you want to use, and then you tap on whoever you would want to heal. And then if I click Sirius right now, she would use that potion on Firion even before the turn starts. But I probably don't want to do that, so I'm just going to go ahead and select something else. I'm going to deprotect on the dragon, so he takes more damage. So far the game just knows that I changed Sirius's actions. I'm also going to change Kuja's because I know Graviga's not going to work on a boss, most likely. So I'll choose Sundaga this time. So now I've changed two of their actions. I'm going to manually proc these or use them. And if I push repeat right now, it's going to still remember what I did for these other three guys and use the same thing, which is very handy. So you're going to use that technique a lot. I didn't get to show reset, which is basically like you choose all these actions and then you're like, oh crap, I forgot this boss is resistant to whatever. And it would just cancel everything and start you from scratch, just like it sounds. So those are just some basic techniques that I use. It makes your life easier. It's also pretty effective. So I hope it's useful to you. I'm just going to cut it off here. I lost that other footage that was with the nice Coliseum battle and everything, but I hope this was helpful, and I'll go ahead and make other videos in the future. I just wanted to make something that was a little bit more interesting than navigating the menus and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys next time.